UFL, fair to play, free to play. But what do those two sentences actually mean? You guessed it, I'm talking about another football game called Ultimate Football League, or UFL for short. This has been out since the 5th of December, and from the gameplay videos I've seen of it, it looks promising, as it is in early beta right now. Will this title give EA and its FC25 a run for its money? Let's see. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get into the video now. Just a quick disclaimer, I am basing this video solely off of videos I see. Unfortunately, I couldn't play it as the open beta was only available on Xbox Series S/X and the PS5. Also, unfortunately, I am broke, so I will not be getting any of those consoles anytime soon. So I'll need to wait for the release on PC. I currently have it wishlisted. A video will come out once I do get my hands on it, don't worry. For the gameplay so far, it looks very similar to FC25 in terms of control and mechanics. The game makes you rely less on AI control, unlike FC25. So yeah, it's harder to defend, which makes it more challenging and actually relies on your skill when it does come down to that, instead of letting the computer do it for you. From what I've seen, the gameplay does look a lot more casual. The passing is good, and I've heard slide tackling is a lot smoother. You'll actually get the ball, and shooting looks a lot more fun than FC, or that's how I find it anyways from the videos. So you could hit it from outside the box, and there's going to be more of a chance of the ball going in. There's no need to learn any fancy shots that need to be green time to have a chance at scoring. Not yet anyways. They could very well change that. In terms of game features outside of gameplay, it's kept relatively simple. No flashy promos and packs that drain you of your hard-earned money like a gambling website. Instead, there's a wide market of players you can buy with coins, which you can probably earn through games and completing objectives. Also, you can buy cosmetic skins that improve your players bit by bit in certain areas. So for example, you might want to train their passing and their heading, so you apply a skin that targets those specific areas. I'm assuming you'd have to upgrade a couple stats bit by bit until you complete it and get the skin for your player. So it's basically like a Fortnite skin, except it's not just cosmetic purpose, it actually kind of gives you a competitive advantage. So an example would be you have to play 10 games in order to get the maximum of this skin and it improved at its fullest potential. So yeah, it just feels a lot more genuine than like evolutions in FC25, where you have to play like 5 games and you get like 20 plus pace. Apparently this game is based off mostly Ultimate Team. They haven't developed any other modes like a career mode or a pro clubs. They might call it something different in the future, I don't know. So if they really want to beat EA, they have to make something like that happen. Overall, I do like the philosophy of not buying your way to success, but earning it with your football knowledge and in-game currency that you probably do not need to buy. Whether they stick to their word when the full game comes out is another thing. When UFL markets free to play like they're the first free football game to exist, they really do mean free. You know how when the endgame and Ultimate Team finishes, so your team like fades away and you leave all your coins and FC points behind? In other words, waste money, because the chances of you going back to the previous version of the game when you have the new version, it's slim to none. Especially when the servers are as dry as a bone. Well, you don't do that in UFL, as your team and currencies go with you during every season change. That's really nice and convenient, as you don't have to keep on starting over. This is something EA easily could have put into their game had they not made us repurchase what is basically the same game every September. But it is what it is. EA have always known to be money hungry bastards, not just in FC. They definitely don't make enough money off of points, or maybe they do. Actually, I think they do. I mean, imagine if you make enough from FC points and you want to slap a big $200 bundle in the shop this year. Like, that is just not necessary at all, EA. So overall, here are my positives and negatives of this game so far. So it's just going to be a quick summary. All this stuff I've said before. The positives include that the game is free. Nowadays, any game that is free will have more chances of success than its not free competitors. A recent example would be Marvel Rivals in Overwatch 2. two very similar FPS shooter games, just that Rivals, free by the way, are doing very well, and as for Overwatch 2, it's barely hanging by a thread these days. The funny thing is, Marvel Rivals copied the Overwatch script word for word, bar for bar.
Kiss me through the phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Oh,
word for word, bar for bar.
Oh.
You have more freedom when shooting, no flashy promo cards that sweats by and make the game absolutely unplayable for you. You can craft more unique players with the skins, and there isn't really a meta. I'm using quotations here, so correct me if I'm wrong. Progress carries on season by season, like Fortnite with your V-Bucks and your skins, and not like any FIFA game I've played. I didn't mention this earlier, but they have FIFA Pro licenses, so all your favorite players are in the game, and also some teams to an extent, not all of them. Also, look at these celebrations, bro. You can't tell me these are not fire. Okay, so negatives include limited licensing for teams, like I just mentioned, as there are only some real teams that give the game permission to use them. Everyone else is under fake names, so I think the real teams would be Monaco and Porto. Those are the only two teams I know. This one might be more of a problem than people think, because the reason people play these football games is because they want to see their team in it, and if they can't see their team in it, then really, what's the point? Next gen consoles only. I don't know how they justify these graphics as they set football games 7 years back. This is like FIFA 17 graphics, and I think that's being generous. How come I couldn't just play this on the Xbox One, a console that I have? I guess I'll have to wait until they release it on PC. I know it costs money to run the servers, but if people can play FC25 on old gen consoles with the best graphics in the industry, then I think they would also be interested in UFL. Is there music in the game? Is there like a good soundtrack or something? Well, we can only hope. The people at EA find bangers for their sports games, so I feel like UFL are 90% beat there. Fun fact, the main ambassador of this game is none other than CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a primary investor in this game. On the full release, this game is going to get so much traffic due to his influence. He'll probably put like an advertisement when it officially comes out. Remember how Ronaldo broke the most subs in an hour on YouTube? Yeah, this game gives similar energy. I mean, it works for literally anything he endorses, whether it be like crypto or Shopee. Yeah, this game will do numbers in its first week. There are many positive things to take away from this game, as they outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. I give this game a nice 7 out of 10 rating so far. That could very much change though. Let's just hope they don't disappoint me. That is gonna be it for the video. Let me know, will you be playing UFL when it comes out officially? I know I will. Do you have the beta? If so, what do you think of it? And most importantly, are EA going to get absolutely dunked on with what looks like to be a very promising title? Or at the very least, put some pressure on their backs? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So yeah, have a good day, and peace.